Hello and welcome to a gameplay news and stuff video. Hope you're all doing well. And as you can see, this one is going to be in Horizon Zero Dawn. Certainly one of the most beautiful and engaging exclusive PlayStation 4 titles of this current generation. And I am actually in the process of replaying the whole game ahead of a review for the Frozen Wilds, the first and only expansion for Horizon Zero Dawn. And of course, we've all, many of us will be aware that another chapter in the Horizon Zero Dawn story is coming to us very soon. With PlayStation 5. I would imagine, but I am not sure, I can't confirm this, that it will be also available on PlayStation 4. I don't know. It may only be available on PlayStation 5. But since I will be getting a PlayStation 5, and I think the majority of us probably will at this point, yeah, it'll be something certainly worthwhile getting involved in. So in the future, there definitely will be a review of that as well. So I'm fairly early on in the progression of the story. I'm not going to ruin it for those of you who haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's sufficient to say that at this point, the main character, Aloy, who you can see here, has left what is really a starter area, and she is now embarking on a quest, a journey, as most heroes do in stories, into the greater world, which is full of even more dangerous mechanical creatures and opponents. So I will be showcasing some of that as we go on. Now the first thing I want to do is check out this, I have checked out the merchant before I saved. In Horizon Zero Dawn you can manually or quick save at these campfires, and they also act as fast travel points. But there is a system within Horizon Zero Dawn where you actually have to utilize, if I can find it, is it under special items? No, it is here, travel. So in order to fast travel, you have to create fast travel packs. So this all ties into one of the aspects of the game, which is foraging and collecting, taking down and destroying the machines to collect valuable parts. And those parts also, some of them are essential for getting some of the best equipment in the game. So let's also, what I'm actually trying to do. So this is the map to show you, and to show you how extensive it is. Here are all the other areas I haven't been to yet, and I'm only in this little tiny area, and you see where it's all white here? I haven't even discovered that. So you can see all the campfires on the map, allowing me to fast travel. I was in this little area here, and now I am leaving that. I'm here, and the quest is telling me to go to there. Now, I don't think I have one other mission, but we'll follow the main story, which term is 272. Now you can play Horizon Zero Dawn in many different, two main ways. You can run around and be brash and aggressive, as some players prefer. But stealth is probably the way to go. for me at least, in Horizon Zero Dawn. It just makes things a lot easier, especially in terms of taking down machines. You can change your items to suit your playing style. So if you're more about attacking and destroying and just running around like a headless chicken, then you can equip armor sets that will be more protective. They're heavier, but they're not as good with stealth. If you're more inclined to be stealthy like I am, then you can get special stealth kind of equipment. There, look, scrapper. What we can do, we can also highlight this track that it's not showing me. Now, one of the aspects of the game that is fairly clever, well, it's not fairly, it is clever, is that Aloy can hide really well in long grass like this, especially red, because she has red hair. But the way that the designers have decided to place where those are, and also provide you other ideas, you see, like height, because you can get skills to attack from height if you want. That proves to be a challenge because the creatures themselves sometimes aren't anywhere near the long grass, or the long grass isn't particularly in a great place.
I'll find a use for you.
But I found that rolling like that a lot helps. I'm like, oh, we've got quite a few. What I want to do is I want to draw their attention. This is one of the best skills you can unlock very early on. Just the ability to whistle. Ah, they're not interested, they're not coming over. There's another one. There's quite a few. No, I know you're curious. Because these things are quite lethal if they attack. Because they tend to attack in groups, and they have this kind of EMP attack, is the best way I can describe it. Oh, see me. Yep. Okay. Great.
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
Also, just as I was describing in the Last of Us video, there's little asides. They are supposed to be called barks, but I don't like that description. I just tend to call them audibles or little character voiceovers.
The sound of leaves rustling.
Like that.
It's comforting.
And the thing with Aloy is she is most time a lonely character. She isn't around people, she doesn't have people, but she still talks, and as much to herself and the surrounding environment, it's almost like she reassures herself in a way in that respect, and I think you can all relate to that. If you spend a sizable portion by yourself for any reason, I don't know, it could be studying or something. We've all been there where we've spoken to ourselves, but out loud. And no, that is not actually a sign of madness. It is if you're constantly doing it and you're actually talking to somebody who doesn't exist. That is a sign of madness. But occasionally saying something which nobody else is going to hear, but only yourself, to yourself. In other words, your inner voice coming out occasionally. And it is actually not madness. It's,
Never know when I might need these.
you do it because it's... To hear a human voice is reassuring at times. For instance, if you forget something or and you're, ah, damn, I forgot that. For instance, that would be an example. You say it out loud rather than saying it to yourself. But Alloy does that, does this quite a lot, and it's a great touch because a lot of the time spent with activities like this, it's just you controlling Alloy in this environment.
Saving these for the trail.
So it helps the player bond with Alloy's character for a start, and it also breaks up what could potentially just be quite silent. Not silent, but lack of any voices or anything for a very long time, and in the context of the experience. So you see that eye that appears at the center, top center, that is, I'm now not hidden. In other words, you can see me. And then now you can't. John Cena! Great. You'll only get that if you understand the WWE reference. The music is absolutely fantastic, the background. It's almost reminiscent of Game of Thrones in a way, this use of this solo violin. We have another campsite here. So we can just save it, there we go. And of course, running titles like this in the new generation goes so much quicker, so it'll be all SSD, and I think Horizon Zero Dawn itself is going to improve as an experience, because it does tend to have quite long loading screens, especially at the beginning, and if you die and you want to reload from a point, they can be quite long. So the news, well, Xbox has just done, Microsoft has just done their Xbox Series X preview for the software that the games that they'll be releasing for that, and well, I have to say they are trying. They've got quite a lot lined up. Of course, the big thing for most Microsoft Xbox players from the past has been Halo, and they have a new Halo.
Striders. I can test the override device on them. Should go in quiet. Don't go through all of this to wind up trampled by a frightened herd.
Hold that thought, because this is quite cool.
Nice and quiet. Okay, here it goes.
This is one of the skills that Aloy has. Instead of taking down...
It worked. It's not hostile. Seems almost tame. There we go. That-a boy. Yeah! 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 Ride!
I don't tend to use the mounts, but I don't tend to use mounts in any game, not just this one. But because we're following a story, I'm going to do that.
This Strider is fast! This beats walking.
You miss
I
a
should
lot
try
if
overriding
you're
other
on the
kinds of
map
machines.
in a game like
Probably
this.
can't ride them all, but I might find it. Sounds exciting.
Oh, there was a merchant.
The gates look shattered.
Now, and just checking to see if he's got anything worth getting. Yes. Oh, I think I have this kind of bow already. What I'm looking for is purple items, a purple bow next. And with the outfits, I already have this Silent Hunter one, but I want... This will be the next one that I want. The Nora Silent Hunter Heavy, rather than Nora Silent Hunter Medium, which I already possess. But in order to have it, I will need a bellowback heart. If you look on the right, they're quite difficult to get. See, one thing I haven't done over here. Seem to enrage some people. Not sure what that was about.
Watch yourselves! Bring it closer! Closer!
Oh, that's where the noise was coming from.
Varl, I take it?
The cutscenes are excellent, but I'm going to skip
Hi,
this
Matriarch.
cutscene if I can, as quickly
If
as I
I-
can, because I
Isn't
don't
that-
want to spoil the story.
You said the
Just
warp.
going to skip through these.
You said
Even-
you didn't.
Super speed.
So
If any.
sound.
Uh.
You.
No.
It's alright, I already know
Thank-
this story. But again, I
You
don't really want to
killed
ruin
yes,
it for
bandits.
anybody.
Sounds like
Bandits, that's all you need to know.
I should be on my way.
Aloy, the tribe,
Where was
the warp, you might.
Boom. Right. Oh, I've got things to say.
A Strider!
No, don't attack. It's with me.
How is that possible?
It's hard to explain. Something I discovered.
I see.
So she does get an opportunity to interact with people.
May the goddess protect.
Now, what I was going to do was show you that I hadn't... Or maybe I had. What did I put on? Oh, I have put one. So you get modifications that you can add to your weapons. I just want to make sure I've got the best I can get. And you can easily swap them out, but you destroy the one that you're going to swap out. Well, that's better. That's all the modifications sorted out. We'll save here.
My whole life. All of it in the embrace. The world just got bigger. But also more dangerous.
So I think I have quite a few little quests going now. I'm going to choose another one.
Can't be too prepared.
I mean, it just looks gorgeous. This game absolutely looks gorgeous. At times, really beautiful. It's such a distinctive look. And
Might
that
need
coupled
that.
with that background music, it just creates this beautiful atmosphere. Okay, let's look at our quests and see what we've got. We can also look at the map. So actually, I'm going to explore. When you see an exclamation mark, that is a quest that you're not really aware of yet. And also that there, I think that's hunting grounds where you can get good rewards and try and get good items. So a lot to explore down here. Okay. That music change means there are enemies close by. Another thing, fish, because fish are important for upgrading the pouches and things like that that you need that allow you to carry things. So I can take that one. Find any more. There's one. Yeah, there's even fishing in the game. Okay, well, it's bow fishing, which I don't see any more at the moment. We can get some resources from across the river. Maybe we can see some more.
Made them soon enough.
Okay, but some creatures here to get. Or machines, I should say. They're not creatures really, are they? Make sure I've got... That was wrong. Didn't mean to do that. Wow, quite a few. Craft. You can unlock skills later on that make you stealthier. Ah. Grazer. They got a lot of things on them.
If I found out more about these machines, I could learn to override them.
So what she's just said is if she could find out more about them now. The way that you learn more about them are in these alien kind of vaults, which pay a feature. Can I get close enough? I can't. Get rid of this watcher. Yes, so the Xbox, as I was saying, Xbox presentation was pretty good, and I think, you know, it's going to attract some people, but I've never really, I mean, Halo is clearly the biggest title they were showing. I have to say it looked like they've done a lot of work with it, but it just doesn't interest me. It's not my type of game, so, well, I say it's not my type of game, it's not enough to attract me back, well, not even back to Xbox, but I think it's, you know, it's intriguing enough, and I think, yeah, overall, not a bad thing to say about the Xbox presentation. It's nothing to do with, you know, something along the lines of, oh, I didn't like the Xbox, I don't like Microsoft. It's nothing to do with that. I prefer PlayStation. I've been PlayStation for years, and I'm not going to change, especially considering that they have titles like this one, and also I think it's been confirmed that the next God of War is coming soon, next generation as well. So I think Nintendo also did a fairly good presentation for Switch, if that's you know, for a more casual kind of market that aren't really into these kind of games. So I think all three, Nintendo, Sony and Microsoft, are going to do well this generation coming up. I think despite everything, despite COVID, I think they're all going to get okay sales. I would envisage, but I can't predict, that Sony will still most likely lead, but I have no idea. It's all going to be down, you know, it's too early to tell. We'll have to see how the generation pans out and who's releasing what. But regardless, I will stay with PlayStation. And as I said in the last gameplay and news video, I will be reviewing PlayStation 4 games still, so don't worry about that. Now, other than that, the presentations themselves, it was kind of like having an E3, but not an E3, because in the past, to be honest, the only reason I really watched E3 was for a Sony the presentations, the Sony and Xbox presentations, and Nintendo, if I was, you know, I had enough time to watch it. But I think, looking ahead to the future, they do need to get a big kind of conference like that going again, because it's such a big event over, you know, so many days, and people can buy tickets and it can make a real holiday. I know it sounds terrible, but it's a holiday for some people. And then 3 days in and around a conference area like that, in a place like Los Angeles or San Francisco, wherever they're holding it, and you know, people look forward to that. And, you know, people also spend time creating cosplays, all that kind of thing. So all of that is integral. Well, at that point, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Take care.